Rockstar. Welcome to another episode of Random Musings. My name is Queen Rafi and this is my podcast, Queen Rafi Space. And for today's episode, let's talk about backhanded compliments or backhand compliments. Naturally, I've always struggled with receiving compliments from people. Usually when people say, "Oh Rafi, you're beautiful," I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah. But I didn't exactly make my hair today," or I would always find something to say to sort of diminish whatever compliment they were giving me. Since 2017, I started to learn and sort of realize and come into my own self and teach myself how to accept compliments and how to take in those compliments and not try to water them down, because most of the time everything they're just saying to me is true. And even if it's not true, I receive the compliments, but I try my possible best not to let it get into my head. And the thing with compliments is they have a really good way of making you feel so good about yourself. You think that you're beautiful, but when someone else says it, it's like, oh my god. There's this way that it massages your ego in a really good way that you feel really, really amazing. But there's some compliments that are given, but when you think about it, they are insults. They are insults that have been masqueraded to look like a compliment, and they slide it in so sleek that before you get a chance to understand that, oh wait, that's not a compliment, it has already passed. And those ones really annoy me, because see, if you want to insult me, you know that meme that says, if you want to talk to me directly, don't be talking to me don't talk at my back, something along those lines. Yeah, if you want to talk to me directly. If you want to insult me. You want to compliment me, compliment me. Don't be masquerading with oh my god, I didn't know you were this fine. Oh, what? I've always been fine. What are you doing? Or, oh my god, I didn't know you were so smart to do this. Huh? What do you mean you don't know I was so smart to do this? Or that situations where people say, you're not like all the other Yoruba people. Or you're such a different Yoruba person. Or I've had people tell me, you're so fine for a Yoruba person. Oh, hello. That's not a compliment. You want to say I'm a beautiful person? Say I'm a beautiful person. Don't say, oh my god, for a Yoruba girl, you are very fine. No. Some people even go for that. I've never seen a fine Yoruba girl. You're the first person. That's not a compliment. No, it's not. Or when people try to look at me and say, you're a Muslim. I didn't know you're a Muslim. Oh, you're so liberal for a Muslim. You're so advanced for a Muslim. Hello, what the hell is advanced? Or they use this language like, you're a Jassi Muslim. Hello, I'm not a Jassi Muslim. I am a Muslim. Do I have some things that I need to be doing as a Muslim that I have not been doing right? Absolutely. But that doesn't make me a Jassi Muslim. Or maybe because you find somebody who is putting on the full-on hijab, and maybe I have my scarf on that day, and you're like, I like you. You don't put your religion for your head. I put my religion on my head. Because I'm not wearing a long hijab like the other sister doesn't make me better than the other sister. Don't give those kind of compliments. And we are also guilty of this. Right? Maybe when you see somebody and you're like, oh my god, you look beautiful today. Nah, the sentence should be, you look beautiful. Don't add today at the end of it. Don't do that. Because when you add today, it's like all the other days you've been seeing them, they've been ugly to you. Even if they've been ugly on the other days, don't do that. This is a compliment that I have given and I thought would make sense before, but it doesn't make sense. So as a person, don't give those kind of compliments. If you want to give somebody a compliment, make sure that it's a compliment that is not masqueraded in insult. You want to insult somebody, insult them. Don't insult people. It's really bad. Don't make people feel bad. But even if you must insult people, go straight to the point. Don't be masquerading it as compliments. You want to be a bad person, be a bad person. Don't go through the corners. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. This is me hoping that you don't go out there giving out backhanded compliments. And if you do get backhanded compliments from people, check it immediately. Don't let it slip, because the name, when people give you backhanded compliments and you notice it, check that thing immediately. Because if you don't check it, tomorrow they're going to come with another backhanded compliments. It's like how people see some Africans in the diaspora and they say, wow, I didn't know Africans went to school. You're so educated for an African. That's an insult. Because Africans do go to school and you should be the one checking yourself into some school, Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this. Thank you so much for always giving me really nice compliments about my podcast and not making them backhanded compliments. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode, and I hope that you've learned something from it. And thanks for listening.